Hello and welcome to Thought for December the 4th. Our readings are Job chapter 5, Micah chapter 1 and Hebrews chapter 11. And our thought is, He endured as seeing him who is invisible. Today's familiar faith chapter in Hebrews 11 is in stark contrast to the fallible human reasonings and imaginings of Eliphaz that we are reading in Job. Those who live by faith have times of enduring difficulties and injustice, as is illustrated by what Moses is commended for, that he endured as seeing him who is invisible. Verse 27. We read of Samson, Jephthah, of David and Samuel and the prophets, we read in verse 32, who are commended for their faith. A faith that grew and conquered difficult situations and injustices. Some were tortured, refusing to accept release, so that they might rise again to a better life, we're told in verse 35. Tomorrow's chapter leads us to consider Jesus, who endured from sinners such hostility against himself, chapter 12, verse 3. And in total contrast to this, we have read in Job the words of Eliphaz to Job. And this man had such an idealistic vision of what life should be like. He tells Job, "Remember, who that was innocent ever perished? Or where were the upright cut off?" Chapter 4, verse 7. He says, God frustrates the devices of the crafty, so that their hands achieve no success. Chapter 5, verse 12. He wants to believe that God was always overseeing life, so that justice prevails and punishment is soon brought on those who do wrong. His conclusion is that Job must have done wrong, otherwise all these calamities would not have happened to him. We will see at the end of the book that the Lord appears and speaks directly to Eliphaz and says, "My anger burns against you and your two friends, for you have not spoken of me what is right, as my servant Job has." Chapter 42, verse 7. Eliphaz had claimed God even charged his angels with error in chapter 4, verse 18. He had other strange ideas about life, claiming he received visions in the night, chapter 4, verse 13, and encounters with spirits gliding past his face. There appears to be many reasons why God's anger burned against him. And does not the same apply today with those who indulge in their own imagination and superstition instead of reading and comparing all the words of God, words that give them strength to endure? Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day. And we pray that in these days that you are enduring by opening up that word and reading God's message to all of us, knowing that word to be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.